what is happening today in our Western societies is, in my view, a threat to the normative value of the Constitution through different ways. One of the ways is to disconnect the community of the normative value of the Constitution. And you do it so by calling, as many people do, the judges, particularly in the Supreme Court and constitutional courts, politicians with robes, and eroding the faith or the confidence of the people in the work of the judges. Explain that they have the ideological approaches and they're behaving as the other power because they don't feel comfortable with the control that the courts, in the name of the Constitution, is imposing the both powers. Let me also share with you two other ways that are threatening the protection that the rule of law provides to human dignity. One is confrontation, polarization. So we had rule of law states, we have constitutions in order to live in peace under these constitutions. This peace is particularly threatened. And many people in the first democracy, or the oldest democracy, and the with the oldest constitution, has already started to speak about the civil war. It's not a war in terms of the 19th century wars, but it's a real civil disconnection among fellow citizens. Another threat that is really posing risk through above the human dignity is the truth. So our system is a sophisticated system that needs the support of the people, needs the participation of the people. The popular sovereignty needs real information to be freely executed. And today, after the disintermediation of the media, the digitalization of the conversation has got very difficult to people to get the facts. And that's getting crazy our systems. And if the systems get crazy, if the people get disconnected, if the courts are not anymore respected, then we need to work on that, because the system will not be sustainable. Let me finish with one book and one idea. The book is Marianne Glendon's story about how Marianne Glendon is a well-known Harvard Law School professor, and she wrote a book, A World Made New, where she describes the process to agree on an universal declaration of human rights. That was done with the already existing Cold War. The final meeting in Paris in 1948, where the declaration was approved, already the two big powers were sitting accusing each other of threatening each other. So they were not anymore far away allies, but they were already looking to this confrontation. At that time, we managed to define and establish a standard for human dignity. If you ask me what is the only living instrument that humanity has in his hands, probably is this Universal Declaration of Human Rights that was approved by all different cultures, political systems, and regions and continents of this earth. And finally, the quote is again, we are very close to, well, relatively close to Nelson Mandela's birthplace and hometown and country. And one of his famous phrases was, the most powerful weapon to improve this world is education. And I think this meeting, for me, It's a great opportunity to learn from others. And I was thinking in what the Japanese did after the Second World War. They were beaten, they were destroyed, and they needed to recover. And something they did, they created the quality circles. And the quality circles was a way not to focus on what was not working. They knew particularly well what was not working, but they focused on what was working. And people were sharing best practices. That's what you are doing here, and I really appreciate it. I really thank you. Thank you very much.